Hey everyone, what's up? My name is Cookie King. It is currently Thursday now. Thursday, very early in the morning. Decided to do a couple casts. And this current cast is a ZVT between Slippery and Pedro. This cast was sent in to me by Slippery via Reddit. I made a post in Reddit saying I want to do some casting. Casting's cool. Casting's fun. So, made a post in Reddit, and people have been sending me in lots of replays, and I plan to get to as many as I can, as fast as I can. So keep those replays coming in. I will be happy to cast for you. Email is cookiekingsc@gmail.com. If you would like for me to cast a game, just send me the replay. So, as I said, TVZ. Pretty fun matchup, in my opinion. As a Zerg, I don't mind Terran, except for when they go Mass Marines. That's kind of a pain. But we got Banelings. Banelings are fun. All right, so we're at 14 supply for a Zerg player. No sign of a pool or a hatchery yet. We got this drone scout heading out. I'm gonna check out the base here, this base, and then finally the Terran base. Unfortunately, that's probably going to be too late. I'm going to guess that our Terran player is going to end up walling off his ramp before the drone manages to go around the entire map. However, the Overlord is here. Pretty good spot for future scouting. Hatchery did go down at about 15 supply, I believe, which is good. 15 supply is a pretty good time. Threw down this supply depot to block off the scouting drone, which is eventually going to show up. But if the scouting drone had shown up a couple seconds earlier, that partially built supply depot would have prevented the drone from getting into the base, because obviously drones aren't very strong. It would have taken the drone forever to kill even a supply depot with 50 health, and by the time it had gotten it low enough to the point to kill, Pedro would have been able to start rebuilding. So it's just an easy way to stop scouts from getting in right off the bat. So then we got this extractor that just finished. So maybe possibly speedlings if he decides to stick some drones in there sometime soon. There they go. I think a little late for speedlings, but you know, spawning pool is going to finish soon. Hatchery is going to finish soon. Looks like our Terran players throwing down a factory, and we have a bunker being built at the natural of Slippery. Slippery is, of course, going to go for the SCV, try and kill him off before he finishes the bunker, because if his bunker finishes, it's bad news. He started attacking the bunker, actually, instead of the SCV, which is a bad mistake to make. Okay, kills the SCV. The Marine gets away with a little over half health. Kills the second SCV. There's no more SCVs on the way, so this bunker is going to get salvaged. Cancelled, I guess. Wasn't at the point where it could be salvaged. This Marine's going to retreat back to his base. I'm sure this Marine's just going to chill back as well. We got a factory and a starport coming up. The tech lab being built on the factory, I would not at all be surprised to see this starport float up onto the tech lab, and a Banshee, early Banshees could come out, which could be a pain for our Zerg player, especially if he doesn't scout. But he's got this Overlord here. He just needs to remember that it's there and remember to send it in to check and see what the Terran's up to, the Zerglings. I'm gonna chill over here, try and get some scouting information. He sees there's no expansion. It's probably pretty nice for our Zerg player who's starting to get some nice saturation going down. Get some injects, run the Zergling away. He's got the watchtower, got an Overlord here. There's the factory, and there is the starport with Cloak being researched and a Banshee being constructed. Got a spine up, but that's not going to do anything against the Banshee, so we're going to have to hope that we see some spores popping up. Otherwise, the Zerg player could be in trouble. Of course, he's not going to know to put up spores unless he scouts with this Overlord, which is being sent in right now. Let's see, is he going to see it? Yes, he sees the tech lab, and he sees the starport. So he's gonna... Oh, he even gets to see the Banshee as an added bonus. So he knows what to expect exactly. He knows that there's going to be cloaked Banshees coming out, and as a result, throws down this Evo chamber so he can get some spores up really fast. As he does not yet have a lair, and a lair is pretty essential when you want to build Overseers, which can see cloaked units. Oh, and this Banshee doesn't get picked off. Would have been a huge blunder by Pedro if he had allowed that Banshee to be picked off. Pedro's making his command center, getting ready to expand sometime. Cloak just finished right as the second Banshee finished. So, decided to cloak a little early, I guess. Wasn't taking damage, but you know, might as well just be safe. He's gonna take out a couple drones. This Banshee has 4 kills, and it gets destroyed. Struggling over here, checking. This Banshee's gonna try and float around, see if there's any avenue he can exploit to get a couple more drone kills, and nope, spore there. He's gonna turn around. So it looks like Slippery was successfully able to deflect the Banshee rush. He's got quite a few queens now. What's his queen count? His queen count's at 5. And he only has 6 Zerglings. He has 42 drones compared to the 24 SCVs of our Terran player, who has just lifted off his command center and is planting it at his natural expansion. Building some unit production facilities, specifically just a barracks. Just making 1 barracks. We're getting a Baneling nest from Zerg. From our friend Slippery. He's got queens just stationed around. He might want to start using that queen energy soon to spread the creep. He's got these 2 bases connected, but especially if he's going to plan on using Banelings, adding the creep speed is very beneficial, and there go the creep tumors to begin the spread. Pedro's starting to saturate these bases, making 2 SCVs at a time from his orbital commands, pumping out some mules. We've got medevacs now, as opposed to the Banshees that were being created out of the starport. Medevacs are going to be very helpful in healing these Marines, however, not if we have Banelings. Banelings will be able to do quite a bit of damage at a rate much quicker than the medevacs can heal. Lots of lings. Got this macro hatch being made. Got +1 ground attack being added on to our Zerglings. Won't at all be surprised to see Slippery try some sort of timing attack when this +1 is finished, as it benefits both his Banelings, which he is now morphing in 16 of them, and all the lings that he has left over. I'm sure he'd make more if he was planning on doing some sort of timing attack. Got the second Evo chamber coming down. Spine, making his 3rd base. Looking pretty good for our Zerg player. Pedro, working on getting that natural all saturated up. Stem is going to be finished very soon, about 20 seconds left. Got some tanks with siege mode, which are very good against Banelings, especially if you opt to target the Baneling specifically. We have quite a few Banelings here. We have 16 Banelings. This can do quite a lot of damage, and with, what do we have, 2 tanks? 1 tanks? No, now we have 2 tanks. Now I can use the plural form of tanks. 2 tanks which are not going to be able to stop 16 Banelings, and it looks like we are moving out for an attack following our Zerg player. Melee attack is going to be done in a few seconds. Oh, and our Terran player has decided to move out as well. We're going to have a nice little engagement here in the middle of the map, and a stem has gone down. Most of the lings are dying right away, but the lings are stopping the Marines from leaving, and Banelings get a lot of great hits, completely wiping out the Marine heavy army. Pedro, and that is a GG, with still plenty of Banelings and Mutas left over just in case. Great game. I had fun casting it. If you liked my casting, if you didn't, comment on it. Tell me what I can improve. Tell me what you liked. I'm open to all forms of comments. If you'd like me to cast a game for you, email me at cookiekingsc@gmail.com and check out Reddit also for all your StarCraft related information. It's full of information. Reddit keeps up on all the recent news. You can post if you'd like to get into casting as well. You can talk to me. Maybe we can co-cast a game or two. Be fun. I'd definitely love to have a co-caster once or twice with me. So, or more times. You know, I'm not limited to 2 times. As many times as you want. So, all right, that's it. Hope you guys have a good day, good evening, good morning, whatever time of day you're watching this, and keep watching my videos. Subscribe to my channel.